welcome back to Almost Outdoors. It's been a while. So, just getting ready to do some pre-camper kind of maintenance for our camping trip. So, this is some of the stuff that I do before we go camping. We're going camping in about 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got a pretty decent day, just rained, so I figured what better chance to wash the camper before we go camping. I didn't get a chance to wash it when we put it away for the season. We got back in December? No. Whenever the last time we went to Disney. That's terrible. Whatever that was. Yeah, I'm just going to wash it now. It's not bad. I washed it before we went down just to get a little of the dirt off of it before we go camping. Make it look nice and shiny. I'm going to show you a couple other little things that I've done or I do prior to me going camping. So obviously I have one of these nice little soft brushes. It connects to the hose. It has your little switchy thing to switch back from water. It's a little extendable brush. I don't like this thing when it's hooked up to the hose. It tends to leak around this area, around there. So it tends to leak around there when you're washing, and it comes loose a little bit. So I'm just going to spray it, and I got my bucket full of water. The blooms on the tree are coming through. It's a nice day, pretty day out. Birds are tripping, and I'm excited to go camping. So I got the bucket filled up, like I said. Got the brush out. Just going to wash the camper down. The awning's a little dirty. I can't really extend it the whole way because of the shed. But I'm going to actually wipe that off when we go camping in here in 2 weeks. So I have to extend it out a little bit. I don't know if you can see it from there. Yeah, but it's a little bit grimy, dirty under there. So I've actually done that last time. But yeah, so I'm going to wash the camper. Going to wash the top of it. Then I'll explain maybe just a couple things that I look for before I go camping, such as tire pressure and double checking that your batteries are charged up and ready to go.
Looks a little sketchy.
Oh. That's a shot right in the perineum when you're coming down there. Come on.
I don't really have any other angle to see it.
That's a little sketchy.
That's what I just said.
It's called Watch My Steps. That's how you clean the top of a camper. Probably should have done that first. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because now there's grass
Well,
and stuff all over the side. Yeah.
Hey, clean the top of your camper. If it's a fully walkable roof, get up there and walk. If it's not a fully walkable roof, crawl very gently.
Is ours a fully walkable roof?
I believe.
Well, you were just fully walking on it.
I was
so.
fully on it. I wasn't doing like aerobics on it, or doing the jig, or the Corona shake or something, but I was up there. Alright, I gotta get the rest of it, and then I'll get to check in some pre-camping stuff.
And I get to clean the inside.
Don't stare at me. My camera person for the day. Alright, my camper's still peeing. Oh, she's peeing. Yeah, clean the top of your campers. It's a must. You never know if you get up there and you realize how dirty it is up there and what all them tractor trailers are seeing when you pass by. You want your top to look good when it's nice and clean. Clean your top. Alright, so washing the camper is finished. Now, I did wash that a little bit. I'm going to wash that out more probably once we go camping, once I actually pull this thing out. Probably pull it out. We have a day or two before we go and do the awning up really, really good. That's probably the worst part to keep clean. So, my wife didn't shut that drawer after she got the thing out of it. Hope no water got in there. Let's take a look. So what happens? Oh, my door hanging wide open. No water got in there, but I guess we're pretty lucky about that. So it's always a good thing to wash the roof before you wash the other part. So words of advice: wash your roof, wash the top, and then do the sides. I haven't washed the roof on mine. Probably this will be the third year we've had it, and I haven't washed it. I've been up there just to double check stuff, but it's been dry, so it doesn't really look that dirty up there until you really start scrubbing. Then you realize how much dirt you got up there. I'm gonna wind all this stuff out, put my brush away, put the hose away. Yeah, and then I believe we're gonna go to Lowe's, get some stuff. I'll try to show you what I kind of check here on some little pre-trip stuff before leaving for the camper. She's going to clean the inside out. The inside is not even my deal. I got my outside kitchen area, so that's kind of my thing. I know what's in there. I know it's already been wiped down. So like I said, we're going to check the batteries, and I'll go over a couple other things. Let me get all this wound up, and I'll be right back with you. Put that stuff away. I started getting a little hot. Got my kick old butt Mickey shirt. This is probably my favorite shirt. This thing's about like paper thin, and I absolutely love it. I know I look like a Mickey dad or Disney. Yeah, I look like a Disney dad, but I'm telling you what, this shirt is comfortable. I could have a big old unicorn or Sasquatch riding a unicorn on the front of it, I'd still wear it. Alright, so let's go over a few things that I check. As you can see right now, I have my tires covered. So before I leave, always check my tire pressure. Take your tire pressure up to what it says on the side of the tire. Alright, make sure they're not cracked or dry rotted or bulging in any kind of sense. Alright, if you got dry rot on the side, you got dry rot on between the tread, whatever, that's going to weaken the tire, and that could you could essentially have a blowout going down the road. If your tire pressure is not up to par, if your tire pressure is not up to where it needs to be, you get a lot of heat on that sidewall. Alright, as you're driving down the road, and that could potentially have a blowout as well. If it's already bulging for whatever reason, or going down the road, if you're driving down the road and you see a bulge in it, like a little bubble, almost like it has a growth, you may want to just go ahead and change that thing out, because that bulge is going to explode. It's going to pop on you. So I always double check my tire pressure, make sure everything's good, they're not cut, cracked, or bulging, and just double check everything on the inside of the wheel there. The other thing that I do is that I'll check and make sure, you know, before I leave that I got all my jacks up, all my landing gear up and everything, as I like to call it. One of the other things is, alright, so I got that little strap off there. Just cracking it open for the first time. And look at there. There's green. That means my battery is good. It did not overcharge. Can't really check and fill it, but right down there you see the green, so we're good on that one. And I know for a fact the other one is good because I checked that one maybe a couple weeks ago. Let me put that thing back on here, and we're going to get to the last check. I hear the train. I hear the train coming. It's rolling around the bend. And I ain't see this. Hey, make sure when you tighten these down, you have them nice and snug, and make sure that bracket is back where it needs to be. You don't want to lose a battery or lose a cap rolling down the road. So the last check is actually right here. Your propane. Alright, so I know for a fact that my propane is empty. You can't quite see it, but there's a little indicator down there, but I know for a fact my propane is empty. Because I ran my camper during the winter time. That's where we stored some of the Christmas gifts that were potentially going to get seen by the kids because they were a little bit bigger. So, got to fill the propane up. Double check that. So, tires, make sure they're in good condition. If they're not, replace them. Double check your batteries are in good condition and ready to go out, because if you need to rely solely on your batteries, they need to have a good charge and be able to hold a good charge before you leave. That way you're not dependent on electricity. Alright, propane, you never know if you get a chilly night, or if you want to run your grill. I have a swing out grill that comes off the rear of my camper, so if I run out of propane for my Coleman grill, I'm going to swing that out and use propane, or we can cook inside and use propane. That's basically about it. Double check your underbelly, make sure everything's all good and unlatched, and make sure everything's unhooked before you leave. Your slides are in, everything's nice and secure. Always double check your hook, make sure your chains are on, and make sure that your lights work. Always double check that your flashers and all your lights work. I don't have it hooked up now, but you want to make sure all of those little indicators, even the ones on the side, turn signal indicators and everything, are working nice and properly. Alright? You do not want to get stopped with one of those not working, because quite frankly, it's a little hard to see when you're trying to get over in a lane on a highway with these campers sometimes. I know for me, when I look out my passenger side, this thing gets in the way pretty good, because it's, you know, coming down the side and it sticks out pretty far down there and you can't really see, and I got my mirrors extended. So just a couple tips from Almost Outdoors. We're getting ready to do a little camping season, so y'all stay tuned. We'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe. See ya!